Maharishi, at what age, if at any age, do we as parents stop telling our children what to do, and do we as sons and daughters stop automatically listening to what our parents tell us to do?
Good sons and daughters always, even if they are 60 or 80, they sit with their parents and talk to them and take their advice and always benefit from their advice. Always. Whatever the son has grown to be, even if the son has become very highly educated and and become a president of the state, he would come with all his activity, leaving behind, and come and sit with his mother, 90 years old mother, and chat with her this way and this way. And the mother will sometimes say one word here and one word there. All the advisors of the state giving him all kinds of specialized knowledge. From mother, he receives some specialized kind of knowledge. This is one department from where he can benefit from the experience of 90 years of living. And one word from mother could be so helpful for the whole nation, because the advice that a 90-year-old person can give to someone whom he thinks a part of his life, mother or father to his son, to someone who thinks a part of his life, and to someone of whom he is proud of. He would like to give him some advice, and the son just blooms. This is the relationship of mother and father. So, whole age is there to learn something from father and mother. To learn something. There is that learning of and it is not of any special subject of geography or physics or some, but it's the impulse of life that one receives from mother and father. It's impulse of life. They may be talking something here and there which may be completely irrelevant to your field of interest, but sometimes they are quiet and silent and not even talking. That silence is full of love, which your heart can only nourish. It can only be nourished. It can only get life from that silence, just sitting with them. It's a very, very enriching experience of life, and every age and all age.
Well, then, under those circumstances, I understand that. At what point can we, as parents, expect our children to accept our impulse of life, but to reject our advice?
We love them even when they reject our advice. The rejection that comes from our something which has not held the children to us from beginning times. This sense of let the children grow in freedom, this has gone to very uncomfortable living in the West. I don't know how far this is correct, no? But I am telling you what I have heard. One meditating, this one initiator, lady, she gave birth to a child, very good child, And then she asked me, when the child is weeping, what should I do? I said, give her milk. Give him milk. And then she said, the doctor has advised her not to pick up the child when he is crying. I said, what it is? Then she said, the reason behind this is that if you pick up the child when he weeps, then he will become dependent on you. And anything that he wants, he'll weep. And anything that he wants, he'll weep. So he'll become dependent on you. And this dependence on mother will not be very good for him when he grows. Then I said, now, the same doctor, when the child will grow to 20 or 25 or 30, and he goes to take advice, he was a psychiatrist or some psychologist or something. When he goes to the same doctor, the doctor will say, your mother has not given you enough love. And you were very intelligent right from the beginning, and you could see that the mother was evading you and it didn't give you enough, and this, your heart was shrunk repeatedly all years of your childhood, and now those stresses are coming up at this age. Now, another man, just about 25, so he narrated me this story, and I connected these two stories. The young boy said that in his childhood, of course, the mother was working and she couldn't take care of me, and so all those stresses. I said, then this was the result of psychoanalysis. I said, what do the people advise you? Psychoanalyst, he said, you have to come out with a revenge towards your mother. And I said, what kind of revenge? Said, you ask your mother, write to your mother, not to write letters to you, and just don't remind you, forget about it. You don't write to her anything, and you just go to Hawaii. Go there completely, forget your mother, and in 2 years, 3 years, when you have completely forgotten about your mother, and that will be the revenge that you have taken, and then all your stresses would be gone, and you will feel comfortable after that. He has been practicing that thing, ignoring mother in every way and every. And then after about 6 months, he was advised that your wife is very possessive, and you are a freedom-loving man, and you don't like to be possessed by your wife. And she has been possessing you ever since your marriage. This is about 2 years. And now the only thing to do is forget about her. Go to Hawaii, live there for some time. Don't write to her, tell her not to write. And when you have forgotten about her, then you will be free from all these stresses. Now, all the points of love are no good. Only the psychoanalyst is his best friend. It's such a poor state of understanding about the functioning of the mind and life. You don't give love to your children because they will be dependent. Freedom, growth in freedom. The slogan is beautiful, growth in freedom, maximum Growth will be possible when the tree is allowed to grow free. Any obstruction will be an obstruction to growth. But when the tree is tender, it must be supported so that it goes straight. After when it has become fairly strong, it will grow straight by itself. It is the love of mother that is the life of a child, and that is the growth of a child. Love of mother and father is at the basis of all evolution of the children, emotionally, intellectually, and physically, in every way. So this growth in freedom should be practiced, and it will prove to be a very great boon. And it's not to be practiced anew. Already it is in force. But after some time, when the children have grown up, they know what is what. But not right from the beginning, no. It's not very encouraging. There may be theories about it, but at the basis of all such theories, some bad kind of logic will be found. Children, when they are young, they need support. They should be told they need guidance. This and this and this and this and this and this. And it is the love of mother and father that enables the children to follow their advice. It's the love. In love you can do anything. It is irresistible. When you love someone, he'll do what you want. It's the love of mother, and there is no resistance or barrier for love that flows between the mother and the child. Mother and the child. And therefore, there is nothing like the wish of mother or the wish of father. It only goes towards the growth of the child. It only goes towards the growth of the child. Rebel against the mother and father, this is no help to evolution, to creativity. No. Creativity needs a disciplined mind and knowledge of the relative in which the creative intelligence could be applied. The pure field of creative intelligence gained by transcendental meditation, and then that should be applied to life, and it will be applied only through the ways of living. As far as our teaching goes, we only teach TM and apply it to different values of life. These things are incidental for our consideration. If we consider some system of education, this, they are all incidental. But our purpose is to introduce this TM with such precise insight into life and clear vision about the possibility through this introduction to daily routine.
Thank you very much.